Colbourne Cares is really, it's a corporate social responsibility program, but I mean, those are words that people use in big corporations. You know, we're here in Cape Breton. It's a relatively small community, but what it really means is that at the core of our values is giving back to the community. And I think our philosophy is that, we want to support the community that supports us. You know, we're blessed and privileged that we have a wonderful customer base. Some who've been with us before we've come on board as Colbourne Auto, and an entirely new group of people who've joined, our group and our family moving ahead. So we feel fortunate that we've got a tremendous customer base, and because of that, we want to be able to give back. I think it's really important that Cape Breton is a community that has significant need. And whether that's healthcare, whether it's youth and child poverty, or whether it's, any organization that's out there that's trying to do good, we have an opportunity to try and give them a lift and help. So Colbourne Cares is really about, it's part of our values and giving back to the community that gives generously to us through our customer base. So we have been very conscious about, in the last year, we've helped more than 50 organizations through Colbourne Cares, either by writing donations or by, taking our food truck out on the road and showing up at events or fundraisers to try and give back and help. And we're in a position to be able to do that. So I see it as our responsibility here as, a company who lives in the community to give back and help as much as we can. So we have a stable of organizations that we've supported financially. And then in addition to that, with our food truck, we get that food truck goes out on the road more than 50 times a year. It makes a big difference in someone's life when you can stop by and do something that just shows them that you think about them and you care about them.
Right.
And so one of the first things we did at the onset of the pandemic, and we did it safely and with following all the rules and permissions, is that we went to all of the long-term care facilities, and we wanted to do something special for those frontline care providers, because it's been an incredibly tough, difficult time for them. So just showing up, whether it's in North Sydney or Glace Bay or Sydney Mines or here in Sydney, wherever we're going, and showing those people that you've thought about them enough that you want to just go give them a little break from the routine that they have, and for their patients as well. So I think those are the things we can do through Colbourne Cares. I kind of reflect back over the past 2 years. Life's been difficult for a lot of people. We had a tremendous day with Paul Ratchford out at the Clifford Street Youth Center, helping them generate money so that they can continue to operate their wonderful program. We've had a lot of charities and groups. We did a nice project with the Lewisburg Volunteer Ambulance Association, where we donated a vehicle for a stretch of time that they could use so they could help, people who had emergency needs in their community. So we've tried to travel around, and we've been out to Glace Bay with Gary Chant for some of his fundraising that he's done for the Hospital Foundation. So we've tried to be in all communities when we can and try and help and give back. It's been really rewarding. And the other thing is our staff really enjoy it.
Yeah.
The past 2 years have been really difficult on people, and figuring out how to live with COVID and run a business with COVID has been tough. And, I applaud all those local businesses who've been able to succeed in spite of having a really, really difficult environment to try and navigate. And it's been tough on your employees. So for us, the other nice thing about Colbourne Cares is it gives us a chance to rally around a cause and to give back. And so in the last 2 years, we've run promotions with our sales teams where we've donated a portion of proceeds from vehicles that were sold to Caleb's Courage. One of our major projects is supporting the Cape Breton Regional Hospital Foundation. And my prop here is the Because You Care catalog. So this is a project that we've supported over the past number of years. And it's raised more than $200,000 to support people here in the community. And it's something that Rodney was incredibly excited about. It's kind of full circle. I mean, I brought this project to him when I was with the foundation, and now here I am promoting it. But we see this as incredibly important because it gives us the opportunity to do something that the community can jump on board with. And we really believe in, being able to get other people excited about giving back. That's the great thing about philanthropy, is that you can inspire other people to do, great work and help others. So our sales staff have really bought into this. So this past year, we raised $11,250 through the sales of new and used trucks that went to support Caleb's Courage and the work that Mike and Nicole MacArthur are doing in honor of their son, Caleb. And they've created just a tremendous, fundraising movement that's created a legacy in Caleb's name that's going to help sick and injured children, and their families in Cape Breton forever. So our sales staff really grabbed onto this idea, and it was a bit of a rallying point for us. You could see people in November and December when they were selling trucks. So that's another $250 that's going to go to support this cause. So in October, we made a $100,000 commitment to the Hospital Foundation, and that will go to support this catalog. And so on top of that, we were able to add on a little promotion with truck sales, and it went a long way. And I think it just gives people a little bit of a lift and some excitement at a time when, it's been a little bit more difficult for people to go out and raise money, quite frankly, because it's tough to do events. So, I think the Colbourne Cares initiative is something we're incredibly proud of, and we'll continue to do. And I think it's really important for every business who's in Cape Breton to try and, support and give back to their community. And hopefully through the work that we're doing, it will sort of help people see that, there's a lot of need out there that can be supported. It might spark an idea for another organization to do something as well.